Hello everyone and welcome back to GSTEF TV, the home of the hottest Nollywood conversations, the moments everyone is whispering about, and the stories that refuse to stay quiet. Before we go deep into today's explosive gist, do not forget to subscribe to GSTEF TV, turn on your notifications, and stay locked in, because what you are about to hear is fiery, controversial, and already rewriting fan narratives across the internet. What started as just another scene has now become a cultural moment. A simple kissing scene between Maurice Sam and Pearl Watts has officially crossed the line from scripted performance into viral obsession, and the internet has not stopped shaking since it dropped. Within minutes of the clip surfacing, timelines froze, comment sections exploded, fan pages went into overdrive, and what was supposed to be acting suddenly began to feel dangerously real to viewers. The kiss was not rushed, not casual, and not forgettable. It was intense, lingering, and so emotionally loaded that fans swore the camera was intruding on something private rather than capturing a scene meant for public consumption. People were not prepared for how long they held on to each other, how natural the chemistry looked, and how neither of them seemed eager to let go even after the moment had clearly peaked. Almost immediately, the internet split into emotional camps. Some viewers were stunned in silence, replaying the clip again and again just to convince themselves that what they saw actually happened. Others screamed in excitement, typing in all caps, flooding comment sections with shocked emojis and disbelief. A wave of fans declared that no amount of acting training could produce that level of connection, insisting that what played out on screen was something deeper than a script. Screenshots of the kiss began circulating on fan pages, slowed-down versions of the clip started trending, and reaction videos popped up everywhere, with fans analyzing facial expressions, body language, and even the way Maurice Sam's hand rested during the kiss. As the clip continued to spread, the reactions became louder and more dramatic. Some fans openly accused the actors of forgetting they were on set, claiming the kiss went on longer than necessary for any professional scene. Others defended them fiercely, arguing that this is what real acting looks like, the kind of commitment that separates average performances from unforgettable ones. Still, even those defending them could not deny that the moment felt unusually intimate. People kept asking the same question over and over again: if this is just acting, why does it feel so personal? Maurice Sam, known for his emotional depth and intense screen presence, has always been an actor who fully immerses himself into his roles. Fans are used to seeing him bring passion, vulnerability, and raw energy into his performances. However, this time, many believe he crossed into uncharted territory. The kiss did not look rehearsed. It did not look mechanical. It looked spontaneous, as if two people genuinely lost themselves in the moment. Fans pointed out how his expression softened, how he leaned in without hesitation, and how there was no visible break between action and reality. Pearl Watts, on the other hand, has been praised for her elegance, restraint, and professionalism. That is why this scene hit even harder. Viewers who had followed her career closely were shocked to see her completely let go in a way they had never witnessed before. Her body language, her closed eyes, and the way she remained close even after the kiss had technically ended made fans question whether something had shifted between them off-screen. Many admitted they had never seen Pearl Watts look that emotionally exposed in any role, and that alone fueled speculation. Fan reactions poured in from every direction. One fan wrote that the kiss felt illegal to watch, like stumbling into a private moment that was never meant to be shared. Another said they had to pause the video halfway because it felt too intense for a normal movie scene. Some fans joked that the director forgot to shout cut, while others claimed the director probably did shout cut but both actors ignored it. There were fans who insisted they saw Pearl smile slightly after the kiss, interpreting it as a sign that the moment went beyond acting. Others argued that Maurice Sam's refusal to pull away quickly was the clearest indicator that something real was happening. As expected, fan pages went completely wild. Dedicated accounts began posting side-by-side comparisons of previous kissing scenes involving both actors, trying to prove that this one was different. Captions became more dramatic, filled with phrases about undeniable chemistry and uncontrollable attraction. Some fan pages boldly declared Maurice Sam and Pearl Watts the most believable on-screen couple of the year, while others took it a step further, suggesting that this pairing might not be limited to the screen at all. The controversy deepened when fans began dragging past interviews into the conversation. Old clips resurfaced where Maurice Sam spoke about the importance of emotional connection between actors. Fans replayed those interviews, claiming he had unknowingly foreshadowed this very moment. Meanwhile, Pearl Watt's previous statements about maintaining professionalism on set were suddenly being questioned. Fans wondered if this scene marked a turning point for her, a moment where the boundaries between actor and character blurred beyond control. Of course, not everyone was cheering. A significant number of viewers criticized the scene, calling it unnecessary and overly indulgent. Some accused the filmmakers of using intimacy purely for shock value, while others felt uncomfortable watching something that felt so raw. A few fans expressed concern about boundaries, asking whether both actors were truly comfortable or whether the pressure to deliver a powerful scene pushed things too far. These voices, however, were quickly drowned out by the overwhelming buzz and fascination surrounding the moment. The conversation did not stop at the kiss itself. Fans began dissecting every interaction Maurice, Sam and Pearl Watts had ever shared publicly. Photos from past events were re-examined. Behind-the-scenes clips were scrutinized. Even casual comments on social media posts were suddenly loaded with new meaning. Fans claimed they noticed subtle familiarity between the two long before this scene aired, while others argued that people were simply projecting fantasies onto normal professional interactions. What made the gist even hotter was the silence that followed. Neither Maurice, Sam nor Pearl Watts immediately addressed the scene. No clarifications, no interviews, no playful dismissal of rumors. That silence only added fuel to the fire. Fans interpreted it in every possible way. Some believed the silence meant there was nothing to deny. Others thought they were deliberately letting the buzz grow. A few speculated that they were under instructions to stay quiet to keep the project trending. As days passed, the internet refused to move on. New reaction videos kept surfacing. Fans recorded themselves screaming, gasping, and rewinding the clip in disbelief. Comment sections turned into debates about acting ethics, chemistry, and emotional authenticity. Some fans confessed they felt jealous watching the scene, while others admitted it reignited their love for romantic storytelling in Nollywood. The kiss became more than a moment, it became a reference point for discussions about passion, realism, and boundaries in film. Industry insiders were not spared either. Anonymous accounts claiming to have knowledge of movie sets chimed in, suggesting that the chemistry between Maurice, Sam and Pearl Watts had been obvious during filming. According to these whispers, crew members reportedly noticed a different energy whenever both actors were on set together. Whether true or exaggerated, these claims spread like wildfire, further blurring the line between fact and fan fiction. Interestingly, the controversy also sparked a broader conversation about why such moments resonate so deeply with audiences. Many fans argued that viewers are starved for authenticity, craving performances that feel real rather than staged. In that sense, the kiss between Maurice, Sam and Pearl Watts was seen as a breakthrough, a moment that reminded people why they fall in love with cinema in the first place. Others countered that the obsession revealed how easily audiences confuse performance with personal reality, especially when actors are convincing. As the gist continued to dominate timelines, even those who had not seen the clip felt compelled to search for it. Curiosity became unavoidable. People who initially had no interest in the movie suddenly wanted to watch it just to understand the hype. That, in itself, showed the power of the moment. One scene had managed to pull an entire audience into a frenzy, proving once again how influential Nollywood storytelling has become. Fans kept inventing narratives. Some imagined a secret romance blossoming behind the scenes. Others pictured awkward conversations after the kiss, wondering how both actors processed what happened. There were even fans joking that future co-stars would now feel intimidated acting opposite either of them after such an intense display. The creativity of the fanbase knew no limits, and every new theory added another layer to the controversy. Yet, amidst all the noise, one thing remained clear. The kiss between Maurice, Sam and Pearl Watts struck a nerve. It challenged expectations, stirred emotions, and forced viewers to confront their own boundaries between fiction and reality. Whether it was purely professional or something more, the impact could not be denied. It was the kind of moment that people will reference years from now, the kind that becomes part of pop culture memory. As the internet continues to debate, scream, analyze, and fantasize, the scene remains frozen in time, replayed endlessly by fans who cannot get enough. Maurice, Sam and Pearl Watts may have simply done their jobs, but the audience has turned that job into a phenomenon. The kiss has become a mirror reflecting what viewers want to believe, what they fear, and what they secretly hope for when they watch a love story unfold on screen. And so, the internet keeps shaking, fan pages keep blowing up, and the questions keep coming. Was it just acting, or did something real slip through the cracks? Did they mean to let go but chose not to, or was the moment simply too powerful to interrupt? Until Maurice, Sam and Pearl Watts decide to speak, the gist will continue to grow, feeding on speculation, passion, and the irresistible allure of a moment that felt too real to ignore. This is the kind of story that reminds us why Nollywood remains unpredictable, emotional, and endlessly captivating. One kiss, two actors, and an audience that cannot stop talking. If you want more stories like this, more moments that set the internet on fire and keep everyone guessing, stay right here on GistFTV, because the gist never sleeps and the next explosion is always just one scene away.